episode 4. The Fallen Jedi? That's what it's called? Yeah, episode 4, The Fallen Jedi.
Episode 3 was Time to Fly.
Time to Fly.
Yep, The Fallen Jedi.
The Fallen Jedi. I love this episode.
Dude.
I loved this episode.
Dude.
Bruh.
Brother.
Like, this is the episode that brought the haters.
Homie.
That brought the haters back. Like, they're like, I love Star Wars again.
I want to know your take on Hu Yang's fight with the HK.
Oh my god. It was so much fun watching like the idea. Okay, a Jedi trained droid versus an assassin droid. And I was feeling like, oh man, it would be pretty cool if Hu Yang pulls up a lightsaber, like one of his little lightsabers or something.
You know what I was waiting for?
What?
This is my own comedy side of it, okay? I was waiting for Hugh Jackman to be in the side going like this. Doing the battle robots.
Yeah. Battle robots.
From Real Steel.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. I was just in my head, I was just imagining this shadow boxing. Because it was a good little fight to see Hu Yang have to defend himself. And then he's getting his butt kicked, and he doesn't just take it, he asks for help.
Yeah.
But what's the only way for him to really get the help is to sabotage their own ship. Which I thought, like, hey, there's gonna be something with that ship. The reason why that ship got disabled, there's gonna be something in the later episodes as to why that ship had to get disabled. I have a feeling. That's just me. Like, like with the Jedi Starfighter, with the Luke Starfighter in the sequels, you don't show it unless it's gonna have a purpose. So disabling Ahsoka's ship has to have a purpose. She can't, somebody can't take that and travel off world with it now because it's still locked there. The later stuff with Syndulla being all EMP'd, that's gonna have something to do with it later.
And we'll talk about that in just a minute. I did like seeing Sabine getting her armaments together because she's a Mandalorian. Her weapons.
Oh yeah, checking the weapons.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool.
Loading the weapon, I thought was great.
Yes,
because you don't always see that blasters have a cell.
Yes,
that they need in order to shoot their rounds. You know what I mean? Like, you don't always see
they
that.
got their plasma cells in, had the charges and everything.
Yeah. I'm glad that they showed her opening that up, sliding them in, closing it. Like, it's charged now. It's ready to go. I did like that. I liked how Hu Yang told them, like, all right, you guys are going off. Please stick together. You do better together, which is foreshadowing for later. All right, so the lightsaber fight.
I loved how Sabine was just switching it up. Like what we were hoping for Mando to do with the Darksaber. But the thing is, he wasn't properly trained in the swordsmanship. But Sabine does. And
there's more, yes.
Yes, and I love how Sabine is mixing that up with her training as a Mandalorian and also her lightsaber skills, and swordsman skills. And it felt like during the fight, with combining those two, it felt like freaking the Go-Go Gadget of Mandalorian.
Okay. So like Go-Go Gadget Mando Whip. Or is it Go-Go Mando Whip? How would you say it?
Go-Go Mando Whip.
Go-Go Mando.
Go-Go Mando Darts.
Go-Go Mando Flittering Birds.
Go-Go Mando Flamethrower. Can you imagine just saying that over and over?
Go-Go Mando Jetpack. Thank you, X-Row.
Go-Go Mando Lightsabers.
Go-Go Mando Shield.
So that's what I loved about this fight, because when Shin comes in against Sabine, she realizes that, so you are coming in with Mando style. Okay, throw in some Mando stuff, because she's not what she was an episode ago. So
right, but not even. I would say it's not even the training side that allows Sabine to hold her own against Shin.
Yeah,
I think it's now she can fully utilize her Mando training with it, because she's also got the Beskar.
Beskar armor.
Which we do see her block that.
Yeah,
that
she blocks
blade
lightsabers. She's blocking lightsabers
with her armor, so she's utilizing it at the same time. I think we should get into the fight between Ahsoka and MODOK in just a second. But one of the big things I really love that they used with Sabine and her Mando-ness was utilizing a ballistic projectile.
Yes, the ballistic projectile
against the lightsaber in the Jedi, which is very lore accurate.
Yeah, very Mandalorian.
You know, Mandos would probably use shotguns against Jedi because
Mando's been fighting Jedi for thousands of years. They realized that blasters are cool, but ballistics are better against them.
Against Jedi specifically.
Yes.
You know, switching up your tactics. I mean, come on. You go back to Jango Fett. Jango Fett versus Obi-Wan Kenobi. Great freaking fight.
Yes.
And it's all because you got gadgets and know-how. You know, even when Dooku originally introduces himself to Jango pulls his own blasters away from Dooku across a table, and Dooku's like, "You don't have force powers," and he just goes, "Magnets." Magnets, bro. Like, you don't need force powers in order to do some of the things we can do. I think the only thing that would have given our girl Sabine a leg up, an actual leg up against Shin, would have been if she had the jetpack.
Yep. No, I agree. But you know, Shin though, gotta love the tenacity.
What, like her creepiness, or dude, that face, the way they highlight her eyes, you know,
I like it.
I like every time she comes into frame, you just got that. Hi, you want to play? I'll play.
Oh, you that kind of fighter.
Oh, really? Like every time she moves her head, it's just another level of creepy. Waiting for that.
Yeah, she didn't go to that level until Sabine tricked her.
Right, and then she's like, oh.
And then, go ballistics. Oh, no.
Oh. You're going to regret that. I'm just waiting for the moment when Sabine's like hiding behind a tree, and you start to get those little bottles clicking together. Mando! Come out and play! Mandalorian! Come on, play! Just waiting for it, bro. Waiting for it. It is the feeling, especially when that hair, the way her hair forms around her face.
Yes.
It really, and then the shadowing on her eyes really just makes her look creepier. She's got big eyes too.
Yeah.
So, like, just overall, I think they do a great look with her. Her armor, Shin's armor.
Yes, Republic style armor.
Republic style armor with the little neck guards that come up on the pauldrons. Dude, looks so good.
Yes, it felt very Old Republic style.
It did.
Where the Jedis were more, you know, keepers of the peace than keepers of the Senate at that point. In the Old Republic, they were using the armors and they were more into the fights, keeping the peace throughout the galaxy. It was pretty cool.
It was pretty cool.
Pretty cool times.
All right, so Ahsoka's fight. Ahsoka's appetizer fight.
The appetizer to Baylan's main course. Yeah. Right. I love the fact that you can see the difference between the swordsmanship between Ahsoka versus Marok, and then getting to Baylan's fight. Yeah. You can tell there's a difference there.
Oh yeah.
Because Ahsoka was more in theatrics with Marok. Yeah. Because he was, you know, a little play here, a little, you know, freestyle.
I felt it was more of that. I gotta waste my time with this again.
Yes.
All right.
Yep.
Were you surprised with Marok's character reveal?
Oh, the whole thing where he was just a Night Sister resurrection
spell.
Oh my god, that surprised me. The minute Marok gets sliced up, I'm like, oh crap!
The green smoke. Just
I'm trying to figure. Like, at that moment, you're trying to figure like what's going on here. What is going to happen with
It just means he was a corpse. Yeah. There was literally a corpse in that in that armor.
Yeah.
And the Night Sisters, which if you go back and watch Clone Wars,
Their thing was resurrections.
When they were getting attacked by Dooku and the Separatists.
Yep.
The Night Sisters' way of protecting themselves was to resurrect their dead sisters.
Yep.
And then use all of their dead sisters as their trump card.
Yep.
With their magics.
Yeah.
Their magics against the Separatists. Which I'm kind of glad you kind of got that hint. Now, only people like us would have really got it. I feel like it might have disappointed some of the others who were giving their fan theories.
Yeah, the biggest thing was it was a Star Killer theory, and then
I saw that one, and then possibly Luke clone, but that doesn't feel like Dave Filoni's style. Dave Filoni would have shown us,
hinted that
something.
Yeah, there could have been a moment in episode 2 when Ahsoka faced off against Mara, and Mara was like, I can tell you were trained by Vader. I was trained by Vader too. There was no hint there at all.
Yeah, nothing like that as well.
So I wasn't really full on board with the theory, but I was like, okay, something's gonna happen.
But what was an interesting point that they made in the beginning of the episode?
What?
And it was from Baylan. When they send out the people, they're like, the Jedi are in the forest, find them.
Mm-hmm.
Then it comes back, they just killed our HK droid. They've pretty much taken out our first contingency.
Mm-hmm.
They're on their way. Baylan just looks at Shin and goes, go. You'll stall for time.
Mm-hmm.
He's not expecting Shin to win. And he's not expecting Mordok to win. But is it Mordok?
Morok.
I'm thinking Mordok.
No, like Turok, but at MAR. M-A-R. So Turok,
they were not expecting them to win, just to hold off long enough in order to get these coordinates so they can get out.
That's pretty much what was going on. You got a boss fight with a time limit.
Yeah.
And the time limit is the freaking spear.
Yeah.
With the coordinates.
Yeah.
And now Ahsoka has separated herself from Sabine.
Which I wish we had this previously recorded.
Yeah.
We did predict that Sabine and Ahsoka would get separated.
Yes.
But you thought...
I thought that Sabine was going to get captured. Yes.
And I thought she might stow away onto a ship.
Yes.
To get up to the Aya Sion. So you and I did pretty good predicting this last 80, about somewhere around there. And about 20% we got wrong. It's just the minutia, the tiny little details as to how they would get separated. We both thought that it would be a loss. Like the episode was going to be a loss for the team, for the good guys. We both thought that they were going to go ahead and hyperspace jump over to the next galaxy. We thought about that.
It was going to be a win with the villains.
But
we didn't know that what surprised us was that Sabine was going to
sacrifice the sphere.
Yeah, sacrifice the victory for the good guys in order to save Ezra.
Yep.
Yeah.
But before we get into why she did that, let's go to Baylan.
Yes.
And Ahsoka's
the
fight.
Main course
fight
of this episode.
The fight of the century.
The fight of the century. Dude, I never felt a prequel fight this much since the prequel.
No, you know who this fight reminded me of the most? Vader versus Luke.
Oh, yeah, there was a Vader versus Luke situation.
It felt more like Vader and Luke, and I liked how they I don't agree with Ahsoka changing up her form.
To Form 5, right?
To Form 5. Yeah, we were kind of looking it up earlier. She switched to Form 5, which is more Anakin's style.
But the problem is that she knew straight out the back that Baylan's already a master. Theatrics of her other saber.
Okay.
With the twin blades wasn't going to work. She knew that.
Yeah, I feel like it would have been. I mean, this is just me personally, my own thought about it. I think it would have been a better development on the fight story, because fights do have their own stories.
Yes,
if you do it right. That it should have started with her using the flare, and then her moving into using Form 5.
I think she already sold that.
Maybe. Okay, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Her flare moves wouldn't work.
Especially when she sizes herself up against Baylan.
Yeah.
And Baylan's hilt, man.
Dude,
I love that hilt. I love that long hilt. I love that stance, that hard, like holding a great sword.
It's very Vader-like. The way he just stands and holds himself, the power that's coming off from every blow is very Vader-like, very Anakin-like. And I think that's the reason why she switched up, because she knew that
she needed more power behind her hits in order to really...
behind her defense, too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's the reason why she saw that this guy is very Anakin-like, very Vader-like. But it's almost like it's instead of having like the flare that you would get with like Yoda, which I can't remember his is like Form 7 or something like that, or the comparison to Dooku, which Form
is
6, because Form 7 is Vapad.
Okay, so Form 6 for Yoda.
Yeah.
And then Dooku is Form 2, which is more fencing. I'm pretty sure I'm getting these right. I could be slightly off. But in this case, this guy is just, again, it's like a great sword. It's like he's carrying this heavy, heavy lightsaber. Even that hilt has to be heavier. But it's almost like every strike that he does has a specific purpose, not a means of parrying and distraction. It's more just like, no, if I'm gonna cut you, I'm gonna cut you.
Yes.
If I'm gonna hit your blade, I'm gonna hit your blade, and it's gonna.
You could feel every blow. And what I loved about Baylan is that he knows who he is. He knows he's a big guy.
Yeah.
He knows.
Yes.
He knows he'll be facing off against combatants that are faster than him.
Yeah.
So that's why he was able to, whenever he did close in the combat, close in the target, he delivered blows. But
hard
then
blows.
The thing is, with you saying about the certain blade he was using, he could extend it out just to cover more ground.
I would think that he could extend it out.
Yeah.
Because it looks like there is old lore blades where you have a dial, and that dial will extend your blade just a little bit longer. And some duels have even gone where people will be in a blade lock and you're just out of reach of hitting somebody, and that person will pull that dial out and it'll close that distance just to try to hit your opponent. But man, Baylan's got those hard hits, man.
Oh yeah, I loved it. And you felt just like the prequels, you feel each blow.
Well, again, that's why it felt like Luke versus Vader. Because those fights, especially when Luke goes off on Vader, each hit is just bah, bah, bah. Like it's impactful.
It felt like a mix, because you can tell there's some freestyle with the fight between Baylan and Ahsoka. Because there's moments where Ahsoka because there's a time limit with trying to figure out the coordinates, and there's a built up time limit for the spear and the whole treasure planet.
They great tension to the
great
whole
tension. Thing. Yes. And Baylan, at times where he put his back against Ahsoka, and Ahsoka used that chance to try and get the spear, Baylan used that as a bait and switch, and he would attack her with dirty moves. I'm like, come on, Ahsoka.
I mean, I think it's been a while for both of them fighting against another lightsaber. It's just a great fight overall.
Yes.
You have not even if you're not a fan of Ahsoka, you gotta love that fight.
Yes.
That's a great fight. All the fights in this one were good like tension building. They had good movement, utilizing more of an individual's particular skills. Just really good. Now, one of the things I really appreciate from Ahsoka's end of it, and I'm kind of like, I'm sad that this happened to her, but I'm glad it happened story-wise, is Ahsoka sacrificing herself for the moment to be able to
destroy the sphere.
Try to destroy the sphere.
Yeah.
Getting herself to where she's hurt.
The map.
To pull that spear off. She gets that brief win, but it hurts her.
Yep.
It hurts her to the point where Baylan gets the upper hand.
Yep. And the thing is, Ahsoka trusted Sabine to deliver the final blow. But that's the thing, Ahsoka was afraid of this, because she sensed it from the beginning. Very beginning, like
the beginning of this episode, the specific. Well, she does also mention it in the very first episode.
Yep.
We're trying to stop a war, and Sabine's like, yeah, of course. But Sabine's love for
Ezra,
trying
to bring him back,
is one of her large character flaws.
Yeah.
Like Luke's.
Yeah.
You mentioned this before.
The whole thing, Luke did the same thing when trying to save Leia and Han.
Yeah.
He stopped his train with Yoda in order to save Leia and Han. And didn't listen to Yoda at the time.
Yeah.
And then Anakin Skywalker trying to save Padme. Sacrificed everything.
Everything for that.
Yes.
I think it's good that they have those characters. I don't agree with the character's decision.
Yeah.
But on a story arc kind of way, giving that character that flaw, which if you go and watch the sequel series, Rey doesn't really have a lot of flaws.
No.
But giving her this flaw grounds her more, in my opinion, to the audience.
Yes.
It says that she's not infallible. Like she's
yeah, I saw
she
people
will
were
make her
complaining.
mistake.
People were complaining that she made a stupid move, and I'm like,
it is a stupid move.
It is a stupid
Overall,
move.
it's a stupid move.
But the thing is, I agree the decision she made, and I agree that she had to make that decision. I agree that it had to happen.
It's selfish.
Yeah.
But it's
not agree. I understand.
Understand.
I understand why she made that decision. I don't agree with it. I understand.
Yeah. It's a very selfish reason, but you could also see the conflict.
Yes.
And Baylan capitalizes on that conflict.
And that's what I love about Baylan's character. The moment I fell in love with Baylan's character was when, after he defeats Ahsoka, he turns around. He could have easily stopped, dispatched, killed Sabine.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah.
But he's so into the conflict within her. He's like, why didn't you blow up that spear? Why didn't you blow up the map? You could have done it anytime you want.
Yeah. I also don't believe, I believe that even if she had shot the map, wouldn't have done anything to it. Because you watch Baylan at the end, toward the end of the episode, he takes his lightsaber and puts it through. But how long does it take for a lightsaber to completely destroy that sphere?
Mm-hmm.
Like it takes a lot to take that sphere apart. I don't think one blaster shot to this thing would have really done any damage. Mm-hmm. And I think that even if she did go to pull the trigger, Baylan would have sensed it almost immediately, force stopped it, thrown her against a wall, still would have got the map.
And Shin was trailing behind, so he could have.
Everything would have still happened the exact same way. It would have happened just like Indiana Jones and Raiders of the Lost Ark. If he wasn't there, still would have gone the same way.
Yep.
You know, but it introduces the character flaws.
Yep.
Ahsoka, and it's a good contrast between Ahsoka's resolve to allow the sacrifice to happen.
Yes.
Versus Sabine's indecision and her hesitancy.
It was nice
to allow it. Yeah, a really good contrast. In the immediate, soon as Ahsoka goes over, I think there's also that moment with Sabine that as soon as Ahsoka got pushed over, Sabine is now in this trap. What do I really do? My master is no longer here to guide me. She tells me to destroy this thing, but that means losing my brother, one of my best friends. That's one of the only ones left.
Only family she had as of right now, because she lost her family during the 1,000 Tears.
Yeah.
Night of the 1,000 Tears.
Yep.
With Moff Gideon.
Yep.
And I feel that this is also taking place during season 3 of Mando, so she doesn't know that Mandalore is still trying to be a thing right now.
It's true.
So as of right now, she feels that she lost everything.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think it was good. I think it was good for a story progression.
Yeah.
It was good for her to make the decision she did.
And yeah, character flaws. All right. So the bad guys won. They got the coordinates to the map.
Yeah.
They got the coordinates to the other guys.
The fight was.
Oh yeah, the fight.
The fight. We were just talking about this fight.
There you go.
There's the flare. There's the flare.
I love that. I love how Baylan just did that backhand move. Like, oh, you thought you were gonna come right behind? Get out of here. Great. Oh, great.
Again, the power hits with Baylan.
Yes.
All right. Back to what you were saying. Sorry, this is a great fight.
Yeah.
Great fight.
Great fight. So, so now the bad guys got their coordinates to the other guy.
Didn't even talk about General Syndulla.
That's all. No.
Oh, is that where you're going?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So the bad guys got their coordinates to the galaxy. The timer is gone. The spear has been destroyed. Baylan, Sabine, and Shin have made it up to the ISI.
In the meantime,
Hera.
In the meantime, elsewhere in the galaxy,
Yeah.
Hera.
Yes, makes it through with a band of X-Wings.
Bro, they brought your boy Blue in.
Yeah, they brought the boy Blue. They brought the boy Blue in.
They brought Mr. Kim in and his squadron. The only one I was a little disappointed not to see was Zed.
Yeah, Zeb. Hey, Zeb Aurelius! I'm surprised that Zeb didn't make it. I'm guessing Zeb's gonna come
I hope
in
he
later.
does.
Yeah.
I really hope he does.
Get the band back together situation.
But that was what Syndulla did was a totally like character in line with all of her character choices from anything else Syndulla-esque.
Well, she's a rebel.
It's just General, what do I tell them? Oh, you'll think of something.
Yeah.
See you later.
I'm a general. I'm gonna go fly out.
Deuces.
Okay? Peace out. I'm taking my ship out for a
taking out Phoenix Squadron.
Yep.
And Ghost, the original Ghost 1.
Yep.
I was so happy to see that ship again.
Yeah.
So happy.
Big, massive.
For those of you who don't know, you can see that ship in Rogue One.
Yep.
Both on Yavin as it's parked, and in the final battle, the final space battle,
and over Scarif.
Yep.
So, Hera and Phoenix Squadron make it to the IS-Ion, which I feel is also another FU to the sequel trilogy. The whole thing with the hyperspace. Here, with Last Jedi, it's the spectacle of seeing the whole hyperspace Mon Calamari battlecruiser going through a Star Destroyer and taking out a whole bunch of Star Destroyers was cool to watch. Nice. Beautiful.
Yeah, sure.
Lore-wise, that can't happen.
None of that made sense.
None of that made sense. But the way Dave Filoni did it was perfect. How hyperspace would have happened if he had taken over with Last Jedi.
Dude, all you gotta really know, if you ever want to know how hyperspace works when you get too close, watch Lilo and Stitch.
Yep.
That stupid Trog is about to make a jump.
Yep.
Clear the area.
Yep. It pretty much did a shockwave EMP blast against
and that'll do damage.
Yes.
That'll do damage on its own.
Yeah.
You know, you shut down. The only thing I was really hoping for when that happened was one of the pilots to eject, because you don't really see starfighter pilots eject.
Yeah. That's what I thought was going to happen.
I was hoping
going down into the atmosphere. I thought that was the one that was trailing down. I thought that was the one that was going to eject, because the X-wings do have
ejection seats.
Ejection seats.
Yeah.
So, damn. Harrison Dillard made it to the nick of time, but
it was a loss. We said it was. I'm pretty sure I remember me telling you
it was going to be a loss.
I told you like Syndulla's going to show up last minute. She's going to say screw you to the Senate. She's going to go with her own little contingency, and as soon as she shows up, it's going to be too late.
We said it. We said it that Hera's going to make it, but it was going to be a fail. It was because at the end of the day, we want to see Thrawn.
Yeah, we do want to see Thrawn.
We need the villains to make that win. So, and they.
But
did.
I'm glad that Hera showed up. I was not too keen. I think I might have mentioned this earlier, but I was not too keen on her bringing Jason with her.
Yeah, I think the whole Jason thing, she should have. Even though I did like how Jason showed his connection to the Force.
About this.
Yes, I love that though. I really do. I was like, oh, kid.
That's his dad's kid right there.
Yep. Kid got talent.
Kid got talent. Kid's gonna be a Jedi.
Yep. So
are we wrapping up our?
I think we're wrapping up with episode 4.
Are we doing any predictions?
I don't think we'll do any predictions.
No.
Yeah. I don't know. We're gonna. I think we should. I think
we should at least do it. Let's at least do predictions for future stuff. Like we recorded it.
Yeah.
This is what we said would probably might happen.
So.
And I've got very loose predictions. Yeah, I don't have any specifics.
I don't have a lot. I don't have much predictions going forward. Oh, that's right. We can't even do a prediction right now. We still haven't finished what we're talking about.
Oh. What
with episode 4. So
sorry, my bad.
We got the loss.
Yeah.
But then we got sort of a win with Ahsoka.
Oh, you're right. No, man, how can I overshadow this? Smack me in my face, Nat. Yeah, you actually smacked me. I feel like Chris Rock just now.
Oh my God, a Will Smith for oh dear Lord. Keep your Anakin's name out of my damn mouth.
Oh. Dang, that just might be the most popular thing that happened on Geekin Out.
Keep Skywalker's name out of your damn mouth.
I'm gonna go eat my Mothma cakes.
No, real talk though. Oh my God, Ahsoka ending up in the World Between Worlds.
Yeah,
World Between Worlds. I'm like, wait a minute.
What a great transition though. What a great transition to show the coastline.
Yeah.
And then it's like almost Gulliver's Travels kind of thing. She's now sitting on the ocean, but then as soon as she gets up, you know those waves are too small.
Yep.
She gets up and she's in the World Between Worlds.
Yep.
But that's not her first time being there.
No, that's her second time being
Why
there.
is Anakin there?
Yeah, and you know what's crazy though? Which Anakin is this? Because if you notice, that's Darth Vader's lightsaber on his hilt.
And that's Vader's theme at the end.
Yeah.
But
which Anakin?
I wonder though. I wonder if it's not even Anakin. There is a part of me. If you remember, this is Rebels now. This is Rebels lore. This is, if you watch Rebels, you know that the World Between Worlds was when it was first introduced. You got Ezra Bridger went into the World Between Worlds.
They see all the
pulls Ahsoka out of her almost being killed by Vader, which was her last conflict with Vader.
Yep.
And Anakin, because she remember she knocks off that part of the helmet and sees Anakin's eyes. But there's one other person who also tries to manipulate the World Between Worlds.
The son, right?
No, Palpatine.
Oh, that's right, Palpatine. Oh my, you saying that might be a Palpatine?
What if this is a Palpatine trick?
Oh.
Because Palpatine does that kind of crap. He did it to Ezra.
Yeah, you're right.
He tried to trick Ezra by making it feel like it was his parents that he was talking to.
You know, another
what if this is a, what if this, I mean, this is highly speculative.
Yeah. You know the other thing I was thinking?
Yeah.
In Old Republic, Revan, when he died, his soul got split into two. The light side and the dark side.
That's true.
And his dark side was tearing up the freaking Old Republic to the point where the Sith and the Jedi and the Mandalorians had to band together to defeat dark side Revan.
You're right.
And then Revan from the light side of the Force from the other realm had to come back to get his dark side ass back out. I'm like, no, come here. Gotta take you back to the Force. Come here, you.
I mean, we got Anakin's
what if
You think it's
split? And the dark side ended up.
I don't know now. I don't know now.
That's what
I'm so ready for the next episode.
But here's the thing, though. Would they fully do that to me? Would it definitely do that to us? Bringing Anakin back with Ahsoka just to be a dark side version of Anakin, or being a trick? I
don't know.
Why would they do that to me?
I don't know. Unless they embrace. Unless they embrace
that dark side.
Yes. But remember, the whole point of episode 6 with Vader and Luke is that Luke brings Vader back.
Brings Anakin to Vader,
to being Anakin.
Yeah.
It could very well be that the Anakin version we're seeing is the acceptance of both the light and the dark. Because remember when they even go into that weird realm with the father, the son, and the daughter? Anakin is very much so anti trying to save the balance.
Yes.
He does not want to embrace any of it. What if this is now him accepting it? Like there's a bunch of what ifs. This is gonna be the big what ifs.
So
until we get into the main stuff.
Episode.
Hey everyone, and thank you for stopping by at Geekin' Out and checking out this video. I'm Gabe from Archetype, and if you could please, do all the things. Subscribe, like, comment, share, promote this to the world. Make sure the leaders of all nations see this, and let's spread the joy of geeking out together. So that's the only way we get to make an empire. It's not just me. It's not just Nat. It's together. I hope you all have a lovely day and a lovely evening and a lovely morning or whatever it is, wherever you're watching. And I guess me and Nat will see you on the next one. Until then, later. All right, I'm gonna, like, that way. See you guys later.